Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and I have to stand over here. Yes, I have to stand over here so the sun's not in my eyes. Yes, this morning we woke up to +7, but feels like +6. Yes, it's chilly. I have my hoodie on plus my bush jacket. Yes, see this jacket here or whatever? I don't know what color it is. All right, on the yo-yo scale, +45. But feels like +44. Yes, once again, we have the 45 Chevy truck, and I think we have a 44 IH cat. I'm not sure. All right, today's going to be a loose ends kind of day because we have to finish up and everything because Monday we're back to regular production. Yes, the real job. Yes, the being retired and getting things done. Also, too, this morning at 5:54 a.m., Dick flew over the house. Okay. I'm not sure if that's official sunrise or what, but that's spooky, man, if he's having to fly using the instruments. Yeah, that is spooky. But oh well, he'll crash. And I've warned everybody, hopefully he doesn't take me out while I'm laying in my bed. Yes, and then everybody will see my jammies when they, how would you say, see my dead body. Oh, that's not good. Also, too, I have to stand here for the vacuum. It's Sunday, so make sure you clean the vacuum. Yes. So we had a good production day yesterday. We were able to quit at 5 o'clock because we had everything stacked up. That makes more sense than 2 frames going in the shop to make one or copy one or whatever. Oh, the struggle would be unreal hauling this stuff out. But yesterday, everything we do in the summer is so much easier than in the winter. All right, the staff will be over later today. We're going to play with some flags. We can't make any more flagpoles till Sir Rodney sends us the paint. Yes, so we can paint them. If we don't paint the flagpoles, then the recycled steel rusts on the flag and they look terrible. Trust us, we know. All right, let's back up over here. All right, let's see if we can do the scroll. All right, we'll go this way and the sun shall be there. Yes. Oh, yes. So today we got loose ends to do. Little things. I made a list. At my age, I have to make a list or I forget. Oh, well. There's the sun up there. Crystal clear and chilly, crispy. No bugs, no sandflies pestering me so far. But once that warm sun comes out, they'll be right here. All right. We just about made the full rotation. Yes, these lips aren't doing too good today. See, that's what happens when you quit early, start beveraging, and then you watch all the Clint Eastwood's, how'd you say, film takes from Josie Wales. Yes, the outlaw Josie Wales. I have an attention span problem, so I can't watch the whole film, so I watch clippets. Yes, the clippets. It's a good movie back in 1976. Oh, Clint was such a cool dude back then. Yes, he still is, and he's still alive. All right, well, we better go. Here comes the boss. Even on a Sunday, he's an asshole. Okay, last night when I was relaxing and enjoying the videos, or making the video and waiting for it to load up, I was going through the pictures. We do not have a picture of the clips on this rear end for some reason. And plus, this is a dead giveaway here with this being rubbed down. That is not good, because 5 years from now when I'm still working on this project, or 10 years from now, I will go, oh my, there's no clips in the rear end, so maybe this axle walked out like the original one here on the 37 Dodge original build from 1984. So I popped the cover off just to make sure, and I took a couple good photos. So there is clips in there, so we know this rear end's not going to go, how'd you say, wonky or have the axle come out the side. I think for sure the wheel fell off on this one here. Maybe that's what caused the accident, which my dad was able to purchase. The 69 Chevy, 69 Camaro, all smashed up. Also too, I made a note on the back cover here. No idea why it's rubbed right down like that, but we'll have to address that problem with the MIG welder. Yes, that's a winter project. Okay, next item on the list. All the hot rodders have that carburetor plate that you remove the carburetor, bolt it down. Okay, bolt it down here, and then it has a plate going across with 3 holes in it. Yes, I think we're going to have to get one of those because slinging around and everything like that isn't working anymore. Yes, let's get with the modern times. So instead of buying one for $20 on Summit Racing or whatever, okay, we can copy it. Yeah, $20 at Summit Racing. They ship only by UPS and FedEx, so then the shipping rates are outrageous. And then they'll keep sending me an invoice later saying I owe them more and more money. Well, I paid the original bill, so I don't know how you're coming up with these imaginary numbers. It's just like when you get a divorce. All of a sudden, you're worth a lot of money, and she gets all the gold, and you get the shaft. You get to pay the bills. So what we're going to do, take the Quadrajet carburetor gasket plate, toss it on there, cut it out. Yes, this is recyclable, reusable material. And there's enough straight edge here. I think we can cut it here and pop some holes in here, and imaginary holes or whatever. I think this will work out good. So why buy it for 20 when we can build it for 50? Oh wait, that 20 will be more like 150 when by the time it arrives here in the kingdom at the end of the world. All right, let's get the magic marker out, and we will be using the Pro Point 38 Plus. Yes, going outside was an emotional experience for it. So now it's back in the shop where it belongs. Okay, that didn't take long, and we made sure the clevis fits, okay? As you can see the yellow mark there, that is center the hole. Center the bolts, not center the plate, so that should work out in theory, okay? The reason I made this so heavy duty, because all the ones you can buy online are little tinny things, but look at this here. This is to lift the transmission on the D69U, so we can repurpose, reuse. Also too, the D69U has everything offset, so you have to take and cut it off and move it over to get it to balance. I learned the hard way. And also too, on a project like this, we reuse, repurpose, so there's still good material left in that. Pre-drill your hole to do the cut, all right, so you're not wasting a tip or having a blowback in the tip. And this is where your shorty rods come in. When you're doing production welds, you always have the shorties. This is where you use the shorties, because all you're doing is welding short. All right, let's go install it to see if it fits. Okay, over in trailer 5, because I needed this carburetor. Yes, the carburetor that won't idle, so we need to know what's going on in it. So if I was to unbolt it, I would have to cover this hole or make a plywood plate to do it. So here we bettered ourselves. It only took one beer, and we whipped up a lift plate. Yes, it's so good. Now we can use the straps elsewhere. So when it's time for this motor to go back into that 37 Dodge Tribute truck, in 20 years time, we just grab on and off it goes. Okay, I just had to know. Remember, I put a quick refresh kit in here. So this is a carburetor off the 37 Tribute truck that would not idle. And look at the spring. All right, there's that little plunger thing that goes down here. It works the needles. It's a long spring compared to what was in the 1984 build carb, which is the short spring. All right, so that might be the problem. Plus, I took the carb clean with the straw, blew down in here, and they're not acceptable. Like, these are not much coming out for the amount of pressure going down. So we'll soak it down, and we're learning. That's the main thing. We're learning. So I had to remove the motor, build a carburetor cover plate, which is now the lifting mechanism, so I could take the carburetor off, so I know what I did and how to improve. So that's all part of learning. All right, let's go have some bacon. No, we're having weenies and eggs today. It's Sunday, so it's weenies and eggs because bacon's too expensive at the end of the world. We might have to buy a pig and, transport it to the end of the world to, for our food needs.
Sunday morning in Hooville. It's just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, there's some clouds in the sky. It's actually kind of chilly right now as well, and there's a bit of a wind. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 15 degrees Celsius, which is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out and make breakfast. Then around 1 p.m. I'll head to the kingdom. 12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 18 degrees Celsius, which is 64 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. As you can see, it is pretty nice out there. The sun is shining, but it's pretty windy, so no sandflies. This morning I made some blueberry jam in my good old Cheese Whiz jars. One is for me, one is for my dad, so I'll bring that over at 1 p.m. Almost 1 p.m. and I just got the quad out. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to this afternoon. As you can see, it is still pretty windy out here and cloudy. Thankfully there's no sandflies, but I did bring my bug net just in case. Just after 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Looks like we are moving some of the flags around and adding a few more to our collection. Then we are going to move Laverne over. As you can see in the background, it is pretty windy out here right now. I'm just glad no sandflies. Down at the container now, we are going to be putting up the Ohio flag, so my dad will climb up the ladder and look. I did do a quick search on it, and it is the Ohio flag, plus we have another one that has to go up as well. Try not to fall from up there.
it right side up?
I think so. I'm sure we'll find out if we didn't. If it's upside down, I'm sure we'll find out.
Yes, the box will tell us.
It is a nice flag.
Main thing is we're learning.
I did not know the Ohio flag until we got this one. Now we can head over to the tank with all the flags on it and change out one of those as well. Now we are taking down the British flag and changing it out with the old Manitoba flag, but it still has the Union Jack on it. But this is just for now, because as you can see on the bottom of the British flag here, it is pretty banged up and in rough shape, so I do have to fix it. Now he'll fold this flag up and it can go in the back, and we'll put the new one in. Make sure it's right side up. And I had to do a quick search, and this is the old Manitoba flag. I also found out we have an Ontario flag as well, so that's pretty cool. It'll have to go up in the lineup soon as well. Pretty sure it's the right way. The new flag looks good in the lineup, and I want to do a little video on you guys with the zip ties here. As you can see, it is worn away just from it blowing around in the wind like that. Now we can head over and get Laverne started and move it out of the way. Just had to move the 38 with the welder in the back. That way my dad can bring Laverne up and park it right in here beside the van trailer. Now I'll just wait for her to come back and we can get Laverne started. Hopefully it starts up no problem, but you never know. Now my dad will start up Laverne and drive it in beside the van trailer. That way we can get into the back of the kingdom here and we'll finally be able to close the gate. Just after 1:30 and I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll grab my dog treats and head on back into Hooville and do the weather around 5 p.m. or so. It is Sunday, so it's going to be a relaxing day.
Okay, down in the back here, I went over to the steel rack there and got some H-beam, 6-inch H-beam. Yes, I'm grabbing them because that's the length they are, and that's what we'll be needing to support the hot rod truck frames. And then we grabbed some 11-gauge sheet metal that happened to be over here. Yes, under there. So as an old guy, I had to drag the sheets out one at a time because the staff is gone for the day. Unreal. So the old guy had to do all the work. But that's okay because I grabbed lots of extra sheets because we have to make that cross members. 2 of them, I think it was. Oh, plus the transmission thingy bob, the tunnel, whatever. And we'll need some to incorporate the frame to frame joins and stuff. So there's a lot of good 11 gauge there, as we say. So there is some bad pieces that'll become scrap metal. All right, let's see if we can get this up to the hot rod frames. That way everything is grouped together. Okay, when I was skidding this pallet over here, yes, you don't need the forks all the time. You can just skid it and ride along. So I got thinking, how am I going to know where center is? Okay, so all the hot rod Facebook pages or sites or anything like that, they always show flimsy stuff and showing how to figure out centers. Well, we're getting carried away because we have this heavy duty material from the mine and that's what we're using. So I got thinking, and then plus the fact that I'm kind of guesstimating because I can't drill holes in the center or anything when we have no laser level. So I got thinking, how am I going to know? So I put my piece down here, made sure the bottom is flat because this side is kind of boogered. And then I made sure to put the level or straight edge on the back. So we're welding this here. And then I did a measurement with the 2 levels or squares going here. Okay, here to here and here out and everything, so it is perfect. We're 10 7/8 from here to the bottom here on both sides, and then you got to allow for the center. But I'm not too concerned on that because I know where the center is because I measured it. Okay, and the center is just the height of the wheels because we could have more air, less air. But the thing is when we go to measure or to make the frame, everything is based on the center here. So I lucked out. Let's try this here, Les Nessman. All right, the bolt fits nicely in there. Hold the square across there to hold the thing, and then you put the other square going across here to find out that it's 4 inches from center here to the outside here, which is perfect because that way we can measure to do everything on the wheelbase, because the wheelbase is the most important thing. Like if it doesn't have the right wheelbase, we have a problem. So I just spent an hour and a half thinking and jiggling and wiggling and getting this into play. So now if I was to try to do this in the shop in the winter, oh, that would be like 4 or 5 beer job for sure, because there'll be a lot of thinking and trying to maneuver. So let's stop for a beverage, and then let's put that Camaro subframe up on the H-beam too, because this is working out good because thoughts required and I'm sober enough to actually be creative. Okay, we got everything stocked up here. We can't go any farther on the front end here because we got to change those coil springs and the rubbers up here. Plus we might as well check out this bottom lower control arm because I know one of the bolts is broken in the back. So right now it's probably easier to work on it now because we can flip it over and over and over till it's dizzy and beat it into submission to get everything lined up. But I got the beam here ready to go, and it's buffed on the bottom so it'll sit flat on the skid. And then we put a safety strap on this one because I don't know how it's standing up there. It must be perfectly balanced. I think the beam weighs more than the rear end, so it's like a wibbly wobbly. Oh, a wobble light, we have one of those. All right, let's go check the flags.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 21 degrees Celsius, which is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. As you can see, it is still pretty windy out there, which is nice. There's no sand flies. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, each morning we wake up, it's getting colder and colder, chilly. Yes, cool mornings means we'll get going on this firewood. We've never been this far behind, but then again, we've never done this many projects and got things organized. Yes, cleaning up the kingdom's a full-time job, but then again, we've been here almost 30 years. All right, so we had a good day, and the old Manitoba flag with the Union Jack on it looks pretty good. Yes, we're all learning. But it's hard to believe we were part of the British monarchy. What was it? When we grew up, the saying was the sun never sets on the British Empire. Oh well, things have changed now. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, make a video, and print off a lot of these pictures and measurements of the hot rod trucks. All right, talk to you later.